Scooby-Doo. We did it.
Wait a minute. Moving on.
Just as we thought.
It's the curator, Mr. Wickles.
Now let's see if our mystery ghost diver is really Ebenezer Sharp.
It's not him. Then who is it?
I got it. Does this seaweed help remind you of that picture on Widow Cutler's wall?
Huh?
Captain Cutler!
Beached boat and decided to investigate. But who is that?
This is the end of the mystery.
Well, well, if it isn't our old friend Bluestone the Great, an ex-magician that's wanted in 6 states.
But what is he doing on Haunted Isle?
Oh, look! Stilts!
Shaggy's right. He is wearing stilts.
Then this can only be one person. Hank!
Hank!
Oh, dag nabbit!
They've spotted him! The dogs have him!
Why, it's Buck Masters, the owner of Big Red. He's the dog napper.
You blasted kids. Why didn't you mind your own business?
Weatherby, this ghost really doesn't need any introduction. As soon as we clean him up, I'm sure you'll recognize him. There. Look familiar?
Uncle Stewart.
Like in person.
He thought he could scare you into giving up the family fortune.
That ghostly wailing was only a recording. And by a clever use of makeup, he made himself look old. When I came downstairs to investigate a noise, I saw Uncle Stewart's wig blow off. I knew he wasn't old.
So he had to take you prisoner.
Hey, look at this snapshot. Here's a clue to end all clues. Take a look at our ape man.
It's Carl, the stuntman!
Yep, Carl decided to sabotage the picture just because I wouldn't let him play the lead. What a pity.
Hey, Scooby's up to something. Somebody's behind that fence.
Come out of there! Sarah, what are you doing here?
It was me that caused Charlie to go out of control. I don't think robots should work where children come to have fun.
She's right. Charlie is nice, but kids need humans.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. You kids deserve a lot of credit. This town's been flooded with phony 20s for weeks.
Oh, it was nothing, really. But old Mr. Pietro posing as a doorman sure had us fooled for a while.
He really gave him...
Hypnotized himself. Hi. Good work, Scooby.
Look, a police car.
The caretaker from the castle reported there was some trouble up here. Who is this on the ground? Why, it's Big Bob Oakley, alias the actor. He's a master at disguises and wanted in 7 states.
That explains a lot. He's been haunting the castle to scare people away.
He was after the Franken jewels, which are woven into that tapestry.
Yes, might have gotten away with it, too. If it wasn't for these blasted kids and their dogs.
Now let's see who's really behind these bandages.
Dr. Najib!
I gotta hand it to you kids, finding that missing armored car after all these years. But who are these two?
Don't you recognize them, Sheriff?
Why, it's Zeb and Zeke.
They were the ones that hijacked the armored car and sunk it in the swamp.
Then they waited all this time till it was safe to look for it, but couldn't find it.
So they invented the witch and zombie act.
Nice going, kids. Uncovering these phony ghosts and their ghost ship is a job well done.
Thank you, sir. Now, let's see whose glowing phosphorus face Redbeard really is.
Mr. Magnus! And I thought like the butler always did it.
Tunnel. This ought to be good.
Start it up, Freddy.
Now take a look at our ghost from outer space.
He was wearing rubber boots to make those strange tracks.
Dipped in phosphorus, no doubt.
You can, shut it off, Fred. He's had enough of being a space ghost. Got him! Looks like these ghosts are all washed up.
Well, there they are, Sheriff. Mr. Creeps and his partner, Mr. Crawls.
They were...
Mr. Greenway!
Oh, have I got a headache? I've got to hand it to you, kids. You've uncovered one of the biggest rings.
Catch, guys. Now to unmask this phony hide.
And if our calculations are right, it should be Helga, the housemaid. Dr. Jekyll? Is a sack full of ghosts.
From the beginning, we suspected Mr. Fong was the leader of an international smuggling ring, but could never get any evidence to prove it.
Well, this mask will give you all the evidence you need, Inspector Lou. Each month, one of these masks was sent to Mr. Fong from out of the country.
Zoinks!
It's Mr. Carswell. Pull him out, Shag, and we'll see who he really is. All together, pull!
It's Professor Rain! To the feathers.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, my aching head.
Hey, you really have a head.
Who are you? What's all this about?
I am Penrod Stillwell, great-great-great-grandson of Jefferson Stillwell.
But why all the headless business?
I invented the legend of the Headless Spectre. Arr!
Now let's see who our phony phantom really is.
It's Asia Shanks.
Now for the unmasking. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. John Sims.
But what is a Mano Tiki Tia?
See, Shaggy, it's like a parade float operated by Mr. Sims' henchmen.
Now all the clues add up. Sims engineered this hoax. They're...
Help! Who could that be? Help! Help! It's the werewolf! Help! Save me! He sure doesn't sound much like a werewolf anymore.
Well, let's fish him out, too.
We sure thank you, kids, for unraveling this smuggling mystery for us. Oh. We just couldn't figure out how those...
Big one's the Phantom, whom they so artistically captured.
In his own wax.
And now for the unwaxing. Okay, Scoob?
You gotta be kidding.
Now, Mr. Wax Phantom, time to find out who you really are.
Hey, you're chipping them down to regular size.
Mr. Roger Stevens, the TV station manager.
And I wish you'd have minded your own business.
Well, in this case, it's police business.